You feel me? 222 on the East Coast. What's poppin'? It's your boy Sincere Seven coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, representing the House of Genesis. Man, I wanted to kick back and I wanted to drop a little something for my fellas. You know what I mean? Because I be out here with all the weebs, right? And I quite often, find myself going to bat for the women and the children in the community, and then speaking about the family and, things like this, right? But I don't address the fellas enough. And when I do, it's usually in some type of, like checking ourselves, like where we need to be and what we need to be doing. But on some real shit, you know what we don't have enough of? We don't have enough talks about the realities of the situations that we as men go through. And quite often, too much, these shame spaces are offered. These shame spaces are presented for us as men in our community. And what I have seen over the years is that a lot of these things that came from being aware of certain things that was going on in the community turned into looking for sympathy, turned into trying to create a battle, turned into trying to prove a point, turned into competitive outpostings between, men and women. And so, I felt like I'm sorry, y'all, some shit going on in front, and I'm watching like what's going on, just making sure ain't nothing going on. But I feel like that over time, these ideologies and these projections and insertions have literally taken place in our community where people is just rolling around and walking around repeating shit and saying shit and creating these ideas that the society actually just picks up and runs with. The other day I seen this post. It said something to the fact of how many of y'all niggas is really out here taking care of y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? And so I reposted it, and I put the tag up that said, y'all be trying. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be trying, right? But let me tell you another saying that I hear, watch this, that goes on in our community. If he wanted to see his kids, he should have fought harder. Type 1 in the comments if you've ever heard that. If you've ever heard, if he wanted to see his children, he should have fought harder. If you've ever heard somebody say that, type 1 in the comments, right? And I want to sit with that for a second. I want to talk about that for a second because I had a discussion with a young lady, and she said something like that to me, like, well, you know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying, and I hear you, but if she doing all of that, and she doing this, and she's doing that, and she's making it hard, and she's doing this, if you really want to see your children, then you should fight harder. And I said, trigger warning, I said, well, when that man sexually violated you, if you didn't want to have sex, you should have fought harder. I cannot believe you would say something like that. What do you mean you can't believe I would say something like that? Let me be very clear before I continue. Do I think that? No. Do I believe that? No. But that's my response to any person saying, if you wanted to see your children, you should have fought harder. Well, if you didn't want to have sex when that person was trying to rape you, you should have fought harder. No, that person should not have been raping me. Exactly. And no individual should be taking and making it hard for an individual to see his children. Let's be very clear. If this man is abusive, is a sexual predator, you know what I'm saying? If there's literally violations here, then of course, right? That goes without saying. But outside of that, you just a trashy ass broad. You're literally using the life of another human to play this tit for tat. And you're not like, you're fucking with the man's emotions, but you're fucking with the life of the child. You fucking with the child. You traumatizing the child. I know. I've talked to my children. I asked my children, is there anything in your childhood that caused you traumas? That you know, y'all see the work I do. How am I out here talking to these people every day, helping people with their traumas, with their violations, with the things that occur in their lives, but I don't know what y'all got going on, or if y'all do, or if I'm addressing it. So let me ask y'all, is there violations? And my daughter was like, yeah. And I'm like, fuck. And she explained to me, yeah, when you and mom split up and she started hiding us from you, I really wanted to see you and I really needed to talk to you. There was things going on in my life and I needed my dad and I couldn't. And so that fucked with me. And I looked her dead in her face and I was like, I meant that I call. So to know that your mother calls that, cool, good on that. On some asshole shit. But for real, like, oh, cool. So the traumas that was put on you was because of what your mama did. All right, cool. That's you know, that's on you and her. You got nothing to do with me. But I'm happy to know I took no part in that, right? So I'm being funny, but I'm also being serious. Y'all know what I'm saying? And so I know because she's telling me that shit traumatized her. Now, was I sad? Hell yeah, I was sad. Did I miss my children? Hell yeah, I missed my children. Did it stop my life? No, I kept moving. I kept doing what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And so that idea, you fucking up the children. And so that was one of the first things that I was thinking about when it comes to like us as men and the things that we go through, you know what I'm saying? And this ideology that women will throw out there, they will disrespect us. They will put our lives in danger. They will bring the law to our house. They'll tell lies on us. They'll put like all of this different shit. And then when you get to trying to get the fuck away from them, they start speaking on the relationship between you and the child. Oh, he don't do shit. He don't drop no money. You know what I'm saying? It's getting to the point. Even for me as an individual who provides for my children, I'm going through some shit where it's like people will say that, like the providence that you are supposed to provide for your children, and then they'll make it what they feel like they need, right? And I'm like, wait a minute, my children are with me more through the week than they with you. Why do I have to provide you with anything, right? So this ideology of if he ain't doing what I want him to do, then he ain't shit. And then we start to create these, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing men on social media quite often explaining the shit that they going through, and I'll be looking and I'll be like, I don't know the brother like that, but I know the brother good enough to know that this ain't even how he. And then I've had even some who have called me and spoken to me about what's going on and be like, oh, now I'm understanding what's going on social media. And it's like this idea of, oh, I'm going to get angry at him, so I will just destroy his character. I will attack his character in our community. See, this is, and now let me be very clear. But if a man speaks publicly about what went on in the relationship with a woman, then he's looked at in a negative manner. So we have this imbalance where women run to social media and be like, oh, he ain't this and he ain't that and he ain't this. And he feeling like, well, wait, hold on, let me come. And it was, no, let me tell you what happened. Okay, I didn't, but let me tell you why I didn't. And then they get to say, oh, you look at this shit, look at it. I've watched it time and time again, like, damn, right? And so now what do they have to do? They have to make a decision whether to continue on with this shit or to avoid it. And now in avoiding it, you might not be seeing your children as much. You know what I'm saying? In avoiding it, you're not sending money over to this motherfucker because she on some bullshit. Because she telling you she need money while she going out spending money on all type of other shit, but telling you, oh, I need you to spend. You over here, no support. Okay, let's talk about that too. This idea that men are deadbeat, that men don't do shit for their children, this and this and that. I be hearing women say so much shit. And a lot of times when I look at these peoples, right, these people that I be knowing, the men don't have support. The men don't have family members having it back. Men don't get FIA. Men don't get child support. Men don't get, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there's some who do, right? There's some who do. Me personally, I'm not gonna go get custody of my children, put my mother on my children and my mother on child support, and then go and apply for FIA benefits. That's me personally. I'm not knocking nobody. If that's what you do and you need to do that, cool. But what I'm saying is that's not generally the way of the man. Furthermore, the man don't get that shit like the women do. You know what I'm saying? I've seen situations where, well, why they wouldn't give? I don't know. They said, and it'd be like, all right, whatever. But my point is, with all of that, that this idea of speaking negatively on men because of what they doing or not doing for a woman in another household. Let me tell you something, fellas. Let me tell you something. That's not your motherfucking duty. Any ladies that hear anything during these videos that they don't like, let me just be clear. I don't give a fuck. Okay, so with that being said, you want to leave a comment? You can. I might erase the shit. I might just go off on your ass. But this is for the fellas. So with that being said, there was a chick the other day. I had to give her props right there on the post because it was a post that was put up about something about, you know what I'm saying, deadbeat dads or dads not doing what they should or could, whatever. And she was like, you know what? She posted, I'm so tired of seeing women saying this shit, knowing damn well that women have all the support. Women have all of these, you know what I'm saying, things that, and men don't have that. So the idea of, and now I'm gonna speak for myself, the idea of being in a relationship with an individual who takes care of you, who cares for you, who provides for you, who you ain't gotta go work, you ain't gotta do shit, you good. When you do something to violate that trust, that support, and that love, and you are left with nothing, you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be. You can't go and speak, oh, he ain't doing, he was doing. You didn't appreciate it. He was doing, and you did some foul shit. He was doing, and you went and snuck off and did some motherfucking violation type of shit. That man don't got no, I don't, listen, let me be clear if anybody's wondering. I don't have no motherfucking give a fuck about what the fuck go on in the house with a woman that I'm no longer with, that I was caring for and providing for, that violated anything and is now out on her own. I see this shit. Oh, you hoe ass niggas, you don't care if you see your baby mama struggle. If your baby mama struggling, your baby struggling. Drop them off. If my babies are struggling with you, drop them off to me. Go get yourself together. I don't need to take care of over there. I don't need this. That's the crazy. I was told that you ain't doing your duties. You need to send some money. Our babies need shit. What the fuck is you talking about? They stay with me out the week. They with you on the weekend. How I need to send some money over there for the short amount of time? You ain't sending shit over here. You get all the bridge card, keep it over there, and you have it to fill the house up with groceries, and the babies are here more than they're there. Why do I need to send anything? Now, if that turns into, oh, he ain't shit, fellas, wear that. Do not, listen, this is what I've been talking, listen, the majority of the conversations that I be having, when I'm talking to other men and we start talking about what we do and how we do it and why we do it, do y'all know that the majority of the time it's rooted in trying to stay out of shame spaces that have been offered to us by the community? Well, I don't want nobody to say that I ain't doing, so what? Well, I don't want her to tell people that I didn't, so I don't want people to think that I didn't, so fuck them people. Fuck them people. Fuck them people. You know what the fuck is going on. You know what's really happening. You know if you being manipulated. You know if you being disrespected. You know if you being played with and toyed with. So if you say, all right, fuck all that, I'm not even finna deal with that shit for the next week or two. Oh, you come see your back, man, shut the anyway, I see him when I get ready. Now it turns into shit, right? So again, fellas, don't even join in them shame spaces. Oh, if you want to do, you would fall harder. Ignorant. Oh, well, you ain't doing what? Fuck you. Oh, well, he didn't, and I felt like because I don't care. Don't worry about it, fellas. Stay the fuck out of them shame spaces. They not ours. And this, okay, here we go. This next thing I want to speak about. Check this out. Fellas, you know the best thing you could do is when these motherfuckers violate us, when these motherfuckers do some hoe shit, when these motherfuckers cheat on us, when these motherfuckers, whatever it is that your resume is good and they fucked up. Now, if you fucked up, fellas, then you got to deal with that. Like, that's just me. I don't do a whole lot of fucking up. So when it comes to that, you on your own. But righteous fellas. When we know we held shit down, we know we did what we supposed to do, we know we provided, protected, all of that shit, and they fell and could not hold up to the whatever the fuck it was supposed to be. I invite you to leave them shame spaces where they at. See, I speak very openly about quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? People be coming to me like, damn, you just be like, and I'm like, yeah. But the reason why is because the authenticity. Like I'm not saying this shit just for like, oh, it's views. No, like this is how I actually think. This is how I feel. This is how I see. This is how I move. And so when I'm moving through the community, a lot of times I'm hearing and seeing shit, and it's like fellas don't want to say nothing because it's like I ain't even trying to end up in that energy. Everybody know I don't give a fuck. I be arguing with 100 motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck what y'all talk about. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I be feeling like, no, this shit need to be said, because I be talking to my brothers behind closed doors and I be hearing this shit. It be like, damn, you really trying to do what you supposed to be doing, and you really being played with, and you being violated, and you doing this, but you keep doing it because you don't want a negative reaction. You don't want somebody to speak negatively. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I stopped about 10 years ago. I'm no longer fighting to see my children. Everybody knows that I have a couple houses, and I have to where my babies come over whatever the fuck they want. The older ones for sure. Now the babies, that one is like when I'm in the, because I need to work and I need to do my thing. So if my babies is here, I be needing to work, and sometimes I can't. Now myself, I've been sacrificing that for the last few weeks. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna do it because I need to assist. You know what I'm saying? The co-parent, right? But I've taken it upon myself now to understand that, you know what I'm saying, you need to assist yourself. You need to, fellas, watch this. This was one of the most aggravating things that I would hear women say to each other. And instead of it aggravating me, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. If that's how y'all feel, I'm going to join in. So, fellas, we need, listen here, listen very carefully. We need to do what's best for us. And check this out, fellas. When you a righteous man, you don't have to do for her. You just have to do righteously. Because if she's moving righteously and you're moving righteously, it will all align. If somebody's not being met, that means that somebody's not moving righteously. Listen to this. Do not start moving unrighteously to match her energy. That is the trap, y'all. I don't know if y'all hear me. This, out of everything I've said in this whole video, this is the most important part. We would be played with. We would be lied to. We would be manipulated mentally, emotionally, sexually, all of that shit. And the minute we find out and we respond or react, you fucked up. I don't care. She did, and so boom. You are now in the oppression trap triangle, signing up for the villain space. She fucked my homeboy. Yeah, I slapped her. No, the fuck? Why would you slap her? When you found out she fucked your homeboy, that was no longer your woman. You don't slap somebody else's woman, especially your homeboy's woman. You leave that bitch with him, right? This ideology of when they do some shit, that's the motherfucking downfall of us. The greatest thing that I ever fucking did was nothing. When I be walking around talking about my resume is good, it's because it is. You can contact all my previous employers. The ones who don't want to be contacted is because they don't want their violations being known. The other ones would be like, oh, no, I was with 7. Yeah, no, he this, he that. Oh, I'm going to tell you now, he like this, but on some real shit, he this, though. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, oh, he an asshole, but he ain't going to lie to you. Oh, he going to treat you good, but he's sensitive. Like, I got the butts. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no, oh, girl. I ain't got no red flags. I got quite a bit of yellow, though. You know what I'm saying? Can you deal with emotional dudes? Because he clingy, he this, he that. You know what I'm saying? He rah when it comes to the men, but when it comes to the ladies, it's just, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's all I had to do was keep my integrity. period. Fuck what she do. Fuck what she say. Fuck how she act. Now, I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna tell the motherfucker, yo, that was some real ratchet shit. Yo, that's real fucked up. Yo, that shit right there, that was real manipulative. Yo, I don't fuck with you no more. Yo, you've lost my respect. I might tell you, I might not. You might just know it. Some people just know it, right? But my point is, it's not up to me to respond. It's not up to me to start doing things because you did something. I'm not gonna get no get back. I don't get no get back. You did some foul shit to me, cool. I just know that I have in my mind, in my heart, the story that went down. And I'm gonna keep that. Less is more, nothing is most. Sunyata, sacred emptiness. Ooh, Jewel. Less is more, nothing is most. That's nasty, Chief. But you feel what I'm saying? And that's how we gotta walk, because that is what they hate. They hate to not have shit to say. Trust me. Listen, y'all. That's, if you watch that video I did the other day saying, why these dudes in the hood feel some type of whatever. Like, that's my greatest thing, is you have nothing you can say about me. What can you say? What can you say? I walk my life knowing that I'm being recorded every fucking second of my life. When I'm in the bathroom by my motherfucking self, I'm being recorded. See, and we used to know this as a people. That's what the tombs is about, and the motherfucking pyramids, and all of these motherfucking, what's the shit called? Hieroglyphics. Everything is recorded. Everything is recorded. That shit you did that you don't think or know nobody did. Furthermore, don't tell me you believe in the celestial realms, that you believe in the ancestral realms, or any other spiritual practice, but you don't believe we're being recorded. So with that being said, when we go through these situations with these women, and they do things, because I'm telling y'all right now, they do things to try to get us to tick so they will have something to talk about. Trust me when I tell you, they want to be able to brag about the whole shit they did and use the fact that he did so. And then, oh, you know, all the way, I know, right? Because any man do, and he did, and they be so quick to niggas ain't, but when a woman do some fuck shit, they don't say shit. They don't say shit. I had said that. I kept it 100. I was like, it's some elders in this community that I fucking love with all my heart. I fucking love with all my heart. I will protect them. I will go down for them. I will show up for them. It's whatever. But I told them, I'm disappointed in some of y'all, because some of y'all sat and watched hoe shit, punk shit, fuck shit that's been addressed, and y'all have said nothing. In our circles, we hold men accountable. I don't know about your circles. In our circles, when we sitting around and we are talking and a man did some fuck shit and it's exposed to us, we'll let him know, dog, you did what? Bro, that's some fuck shit. Are you serious? It's like we disappointed, like, damn, bro, you fucked up your record like that, bro. You put your hands on her, bro. Come on, man. You got to get your shit right. What, nigga, what's up with you in here? You soft now? You insecure? You mushy in the middle? You know what I'm saying? You fuck off a woman that been holding you down and you trying to fuck off on her homegirl or some shit. I'm like, oh, hell yeah, bro, she got a fat ass. I'm like, wait, bro. Her girl? Like, you, bro, what type of shit? Like, and I don't know. I know, okay, I will say that when I was a savage nigga, we did do shit and support it, but we was savage. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't wise, and we knew it. I'm a wise man. I'm this. Women would ask me whoop whoop, and I'd be like, yo, I'm a motherfucking mess, baby. I'm da 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 da. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, it was different, but still, we hold each other accountable. I'm not slapping five with no nigga doing no hoe shit. I'm not telling, man, hell yeah, she did that shit. You was supposed to slap her ass, bro. Fuck that. You was no. What the fuck is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I was upset because I felt like when violations occur, women will speak to the men in the community and will even say, like, yo, somebody need to say something and address that. And people will. There's men around here who will tell you that they have some individuals come and holler and come and question them, like, yo, what's up with that? Right? And I'm not gonna project, I'll just ask a question. But is that being done with women, amongst women? You know what I'm saying? Because I know that I experienced some shit where some foul shit was done, and that word was known, and motherfuckers was coming and talking to me, and it was like, all right, you checking on me and you telling me how you feel about what happened, and have you talked to them? Oh no, oh okay, yeah. And this is why I'm saying, fellas, don't fall into them shame spaces, because they use this. Women use this together. This is like a camaraderie thing. That's why whenever you see a post about a man who ain't do, it's almost like a lineup. Like, oh, I can't wait to come on and be like, I know, cause men, I know, cause this dude, I know, cause that shit. I seen posts put up about the John that said, there's more single parent households that's run by women than men, and there's more CPS cases against women than men, but we don't discuss that. Some shit like that. Basically saying that the majority of the abuse that's going on to the children is being done by women. And the women jumped under the post and started pointing out, oh, well, that's because the man left and we left with, and the men didn't. And it was like, yo, what? Wait, this not a man woman. Like, when we talking about this, we talk about this. We talk about this, we talk about this. But boom, let's all get together and protect women and the idea of women, and use these projections of men and how they ain't shit, and they leave their families, and they cheat, and they beat, and they all of this. And it's like, hold on, who the fuck is running around saying that all women? Yeah, and there are those dudes out there that have that ideology and that mindset. And my whole thing is, but what does that mindset doing in the community where the wise move? Are we oh, hold on. I feel like I'm being watched too, but I believe there isn't free will. So I do or say things or some things, but I make sure I've assessed the consequences and respond rather than react. Okay, exactly. Exactly. But at the same time, how do they say? Don't give them no energy. You know what I'm saying? Dudes say it's cool slapping a woman if told by someone who did, I believe, mostly out of wanting to be cool or friends with the idea of being tough or strong due to what they've been through and raised. You know, I can see that. But it's such an oxymoron. Like, oh, I'm cool and tough because I hit on women. Bruh, that's a woman. Like, you kind of like, actually, it's the opposite. Like, hit me. That'll make you tough. If you hit me, I don't think you tough. Well, we gonna see if you tough. Yeah, hitting a man to me is a way to be like, okay, like, are you tough? Like, shit, hit that nigga in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? He already said, boom. That idea I can see, but to have the idea that me hitting this woman, I'm gonna brag about it because y'all gonna think I'm tough. Well, not only is he a hoe, he's saying y'all stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gonna think I'm gonna think you tough because you hit a broad? Man, shit, I'm gonna tell your ass square up, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but everybody different. It depends on how you raise. I'm gonna tell y'all, one of the mother of my children told me she left me because I didn't hit her. Wait, what? Y'all heard me right? She was from Africa. They got a different culture. She disrespected me, so I put her out. I'm like, hold on, you ain't finna be disrespecting me and all of this shit. And like, no. You know what I'm saying? And she kept like, woo, and I'm like, all right, cool. So I changed the locks on the crib. So when she got off work and came back to the crib, I'm at my other house. She calls me up like, my key not working. I said, the key worked fine. To the lock that goes to that key. That's just not on my house no more. What are you talking about? What you mean what I'm talking about? You said you ain't got no reason to respect me? She said that. I'm like, yo, you being real disrespectful. Nigga, I ain't got no reason to respect you. Fuck you. And I was like, all right, I'm not finna slap you. I changed the locks. I told her, you ain't got no reason to respect me. That's cool. I ain't gonna force you to respect me, but you're not staying in my crib. You ain't got no respect for me, you're not staying in my house. Find you somewhere else to be. Go back over there with your mama. See? So that idea, that's what I'm saying is like, I'll respond, but I'm not finna do nothing to fuck up my integrity, my record, my name, my character. That's what I'm saying. Because this is what they want you to do. Because then they use that as the fuel for whatever the fuck they do on some foul shit, whatever they do on some funny shit, all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just be like, keep my hands clean to that. Like, all right, whatever. If that's how you feel, that's how you want to act. I keep it where it's like, I'm going to tell you, me being 5% is like, one of the things that we used to say is, if I'm who I say I am, if I'm truly who I say I am, then not having no connection to me, that will be enough. Because if I'm saying I'm God, and God gives you no energy in hell, that's going to leave you, no energy, that's going to leave you in hell. That's punishment enough. You know what I'm saying? Put your ass out the Garden of Eden. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do nothing to you. I'm just going to take away what I've been doing for you. Got to be good enough. See? And so if that's all you do, then I got to try to turn that into some type of, oh, you the bad guy. No, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about whatever they say, because if there's no violation that's occurred, that, remember the other day I was saying on the video, because what? Tell me, okay, you don't like him. Okay, that's cool, but what did he do? Oh, you telling me to stay away from him. Okay, what did he do? Oh, you telling me don't trust him. Okay, what did he do? It can't. I want to ask this then. If somebody does pick a fight with somebody, even if they lose, are they technically tough or foolish? Well, you can be both. You could be both. I have went into quite a few fights that I did not think I was going to win when I went into them. You know what I'm saying? Because tough don't mean I'm going to win. It means I'm not going to run. You know what I'm saying? It means I'm conditioned for this. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? You could be tough. Like, there's tough dudes who get their ass whooped all the time, but people still say they're tough. He'll fight you, though. You know what I'm saying? He just might not, you know what I'm saying, be able to go the distance. He might not, you know what I mean? So it's more of, I think, on the continuums of courage. You know, I think for me, that's how I look at it. You know, now skilled is different. Being tough and being skilled is two different things. You know what I'm saying? And that was my thing. It was like, yo, fuck all that. I got out of trying to be tough, and I got more into being skilled. Like, I don't give a fuck how I look. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about, I don't care. I'll fight. It doesn't care whatever you say. Nah, now it's like, nah, I'm gonna be skilled. Where, all right, if anything goes down, now they're gonna talk about, God damn, did you see how he, like, you know what I'm saying? So tough is an idea. That's why a lot of street dudes, the whole, what you see, the Chicago and all of that shit, that's that shit. None of them are skilled. Yeah, they all got guns. They all do something. They'll shoot one with you or whatever the fuck, but ain't none of them skilled. That part. She sounds a spirit that needs intense, toxic amounts of energy to move. I'm not sure which. Yeah, but you know, I just because it was something that I posted the other day, and one of the brothers said, man, I really needed to hear this today. And that shit, when he said it, it touched me. Like, I didn't even make the post. I just shared it. But he said it. He was like, yo, I really needed to hear this today. And it was like, I felt him. He meant that shit. He meant that. And it was like, I felt that. And I was thinking to myself, damn, like, women have women's circles, and they got the mantras, the CDs, and Tony Jones making the albums for them. And they have motivation, they have support, and they have positive reinforcement, you know, and the fellas, we don't. We receive hate, you know what I'm saying? We receive a lot of ridicule, and it's like, for righteous men, we sit around like, God damn, like, we understand y'all not lying. There are some ancient ass, whole ass niggas out here, but is that all that y'all fucking recognize? Because it's very, very few, you know what I'm saying, individuals that speak positively about those of us who are holding shit down. You know what I'm saying? Who are protected, who are providing, who are caring for our children. You know what I'm saying? They, like, yeah, right? And then again, and I realized something the other day. I said to myself, because something occurred, and I'm like, I wanted to voice my opinion, right? And I was like, what is this desire for you to voice your opinion, to like, oh, this happened, and this is how I feel, and this is how I looks at it, and I realized it was me as a child not being protected. And it's like, so as an adult, I feel like I will always protect myself. And so if I feel like somebody is violating me, if somebody is doing me wrong, if anything like this is occurring, that I can and will verbalize it, right? To protect myself. And then I said, protect yourself from what? This is an actual conversation I'm going with myself just yesterday or the day before. Like, protect yourself from what? Right? And that's what made me make this video. Because it's not like, oh, this happened and I want y'all to know my point of it. Is that things happened and we are constantly being misrepresented and placed into these boxes. And we are trying to defend ourselves by speaking about the thing. So to kind of be like, no, I'm not in that box. And that's what made me say, you know what? This in itself is a trap. This is in itself is part of the oppression trap triangle. You know what I'm saying? And we got to get out of that. We ain't victims. We ain't villains. And apparently we're not victors. Because that was my main one. Like, I'm going to save. I'm always trying to save somebody. Hey, ain't nobody savior. Ain't no victors here. Ain't no villains because they not victims. You know what I'm saying? And so with that being said, this idea of trying to avoid these spaces is something as men that we need to, no, I'm not going to say need. That's a shame space. That I invite us to. I invite us to avoid doing things to avoid the shame spaces. I'm saying don't do things just because you don't want somebody to say you ain't a good parent. Don't do things just because you don't want somebody to say you ain't supportive, you ain't this. You let them tell their stories, because as long as you keep your character correct, as long as your actions and your walks speak for themselves, those individuals who are speaking about you will start to look stupid. You understand what I'm saying? And so it's like you coming and announcing is bringing attention to. And again, there's already a glamour magic that has been performed. That has been performed by women. They are masters of glamour magic. So you can't compete with that. They can glamorize society. They can make things look the ways that they are not, like that's what makeup is about. Bustiers, bras, all of the different, they make shit look different than it really is. We can't compete with that. So don't just be who you say you really are, because that can always compete with that. You don't believe me? Think about how, well, I guess it would be different in different circles, but how people talk about natural women versus women with BBLs and weave and all of this. It's like, yeah, you made that look like something different, but this should look more real. This makes sense. This is more comfortable. I'm not comfortable with all of that type of stuff because in my mind, you are hiding something. That's how I look at that. Like, what are you hiding? What? Who are you really? So when you are presenting yourself as who you truly are, people used to ask me like, "Why are you messing with her? Like, you see, she be trying to woo," and I'm like, "Yeah, but she fake. She real. I don't care if you judge her." And she said, "The shit she do is kind of, I don't care. It's real. She let it be known. She tells the truth. I'm comfortable with that. This is a walking lie. Everything about this shit is hidden, is made to look like something else, made to be something else, made to feel." And so it's like, hold on, what you hiding? You know what I'm saying? So I be watching the depths of glamour magic that is performed. Because I like glamour magic. I like for my woman to accessorize herself. You know what I'm saying? To be different. Come in with this hairdo. Next week, that hair. Like, I like that, like, mental fuck and shit. It's like, oh shit, I don't know who you gonna be. My girl said, you want to be poly, huh? That's cool, because motherfucker, I'm about 6, 7, 8 different motherfuckers. Okay, so there you go. It's like, all right. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I like that because it's changing, but it's not a constant continuation of hiding. My mother, listen, y'all. My mother, I never knew how my mother looked. until I was 20 years old, I think 19, 20. And I popped up at her house. I live in a whole nother state. I'm in the Army. She ain't seen me in years. One of my homeboys died. I'm just going through it. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to try to get some reconciliation with my mom's. I'm really in a depressed state. It was real bad. So I pops up in her state, pops up at her door. Sunday, I already know it's nap time, right? I knocks on the door. My little sister answers the door. And when she looks at me, first it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who you looking for? And then kind of she looked and she realized it was me and she started screaming, okay? So when she started screaming, my mother comes out the back room in a house coat, no makeup, no wig, no nothing. And the shit sent me into shock. It was like, because I had never in my life seen my mother in a natural state. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. I'm going to say this again. I had never in my life seen my mother in a natural state. The person who I thought I was seeing every day was not that person. And when I seen who that person actually was, it sent me into a shock. I was stunned for a minute. And she's looking at me and I'm looking at her. And she turns around and goes back in the room and shuts the door. Comes back out about 20 minutes later looking like the woman that I remember as my mother. And that was when it really hit me like, what the fuck? So for me, that's why it goes that deep. Imagine your father being part of the circus and he's leaving for work when you're getting up to go to school. So every day of your life that you ever, I'm talking about everything, no, ain't no weekends, none of that shit. You have never in your life not seen your father wearing makeup as a clown. Never, ever. One day in your life. And then one day you come home and it's a dude sitting there at the table looking at you and you don't even, like, you, it ain't no clown. Where's my father? I'm right here, baby. You're like, oh shit, once you hear the voice and you realize that's really them, how do you feel? What do you think? How do you imagine that? I never seen my mother's face. So I knew what my mother was covering, what she was hiding. At that point, it became clear. And so, and for me, since that point, when I see a lot of makeup and hair and this and that, I'm saying, one, I know that you not even who you are up under there. So that right there just makes me like, oh, okay. And then the second thing is, but you not who you are under there because you hiding something. So now I'm stuck there like, oh shit. Not only are not who you are, but you're not who you are. And that shit don't sit right with me. So we be who we are and we be authentic. We don't have to hide. We don't have to present and we don't have to defend. We don't have to, don't defend. Don't defend yourself. Don't, especially when you know you move righteously. I just leave shit the way it is. I just leave shit the way it is. You know why? Because people who know, they know. People who see, they see. And it's like, so if that person does speak and start whatever, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be people who going to speak up like, no, that's some bullshit. That's why I never worry about nobody speaking foul on me because there's always somebody who come forward and be like, that's some bullshit. He don't even, that's not even how he move or he don't do, you know what I'm saying? I've even had exes come out and speak up like, no, if they said that, they a motherfucking lie. Cause you know, whoop whoop, seven, this and this and that, but that's a damn lie, you know. And I've seen that also done in the community. I've heard people tell me shit about people, and there'll be somebody who I was talking to somebody who we were talking about their relationship and their ex, and I was telling them that somebody told me blase split about their ex. And now this person was being very clear about the things that happened and what they was not happy with, and how this person was this, that, and other. And when I said that, they was like, hold on. Now, I might have a lot of, but that right there, that's a lie. That's a lie. That he ain't even, no, he fucked up and but that is a motherfucking lie. So whoever said that, and it was like, oh shit. And that person, I was questioning their word. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I mean when I say you don't need to defend yourself when you walk with integrity. When you actually doing right and you doing what's supposed to be done and you moving as a righteous individual and somebody fuck over you and do some fuck shit, you ain't got to tell about no, you ain't got to say shit. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. and keep your integrity, because they can't take that from you. They can take our kids. They can take half our shit. They can take our happiness. They can take all of that shit, our peace of mind. They cannot take our integrity. And that shit is worth more than money in the bank. Tell me I'm wrong. Think about the people that you know that have high integrity. What will you not do for them? See? I pretty much do anything for him. They got integrity. If he say he ain't gonna pay me back, I believe he gonna pay me back. If he say he gonna bring my shit back righteously, he gonna bring my shit back. It's not too much that I won't do for people with integrity. I don't care if he fall off, he had a bad time, he going through some shit. I know it's good for it. Here, man, hold that. Yeah, keep your integrity, fellas. Fuck all of that. Let them have that public shit. We get the private shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you think about anything, the public shit is the private shit. That's the luxury shit right there. That's us. Boss shit. I'll take that. I'll take the luxury shit over the whatever you want in public. But in private, everybody know what's up. It's like being part of a secret club. The secret club of righteous dudes who not giving a fuck about all that bullshit. And who are aware. Brothers, I see y'all. It's some brothers on here that I be seeing. I be seeing them going through their things. I be seeing them trying to keep their shit right. I be seeing people trying to antagonize them, and they keeping their walking, they keeping their head up. Salute. I salute y'all. I ain't gonna call y'all out, but I see y'all. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. And I'm honored to be part of that club with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored to be part of that club. And let me tell you, it get greater later. Because when we walk with our integrity and we keep it moving, the right people see that shit. You treat your woman good, you protect and provide and house her, take care of her, take care of the children, and she do some fuck shit. There was a woman in the community that seen that. They seen that whole shit. And they like, I can't believe she fucked over him like that. Because shit, if I had my opportunity, maybe not even knowing that, he feeling her. That conversation is going to be very beautiful when they get together. What? Oh, man. What? Keep your integrity, fellas. That's all we got to do. Fuck all of that. Let them drag our names. Let them tell lies. Let them tell the truth. Which is why I walk with integrity. You can tell the truth about whatever you want. Because I ain't got shit to hide. Because I ain't did shit. I walk with integrity. I ain't did shit out of pocket. So it's like, wait a minute, what? I know I had conversations with them one-on-one, and I know that blah, 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 blah. So why? Okay, boom, right there. See, lack of integrity. And then, all right, from here, you get what I'm saying? Just keep your shit right. Keep your shit right. Do what we supposed to do. We know what we supposed to do. Nobody else got to tell us what we supposed to do. And that's another thing. Ain't nobody, listen, I don't give a fuck about another person's ideology of my motherfucking duties as a father. Period. 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 45 years old. I had my first child at 25. So my oldest is 20. My youngest is 2. And I know how I've been moving. I know how I've been walking. And I know what I've been doing. So nobody can tell me nothing about how to be a father. I know I had my own father that I looked at in a negative way that made me say, I will never be like this. I will be a good father. Right? And so we know having 20 and 2 is still crazy to me. Well, I can understand that. You make up is a curse. I feel like it's one of the worst things ever be brought to access. Oh, makeup. Oh, no, I don't see that. It's a form of magic, my G. You got to keep that in mind. I don't know if you're into magic or not, but makeup is a form of magic. It's a form of glamour magic. The issue is that a lot of things have been adopted and turned into things. Like, for instance, I've told my women, don't do your glamour magic in front of me. Don't do your glamour magic in front of me. You know what I'm saying? When women is getting their hair done and their nails done and they makeup and eyebrows and all this shit y'all be doing, I'm not supposed to be there. This is not supposed to be on the internet. You're not supposed to share your magic. These are things that are supposed to be spoken about in rooms with women, not on social media, not on the, like, we know all y'all magic tricks now. We know what the fuck y'all doing, so it don't be having that same. So for me, I tell my women, don't let me see that shit. When they walk in and they whoop whoop or blase split or whatever, sometimes I don't even realize until later on. I be looking at it like, God damn, it's just something about, wait a minute, you got them things on your, that's when I can't tell that you got eyelashes on, that's when you wearing them right. When you walk in and your shit doing this, you don't know shit about what you're doing. Cause this glamour magic is subtle. It's subtle. A nigga not even supposed to realize you doing the magic to him. I'm just supposed to be stunned. Oh, we all playing cards, drinking fucking scotch, smoking cigars. You walked in and we all stopped like, that's glamour magic. We ain't stopped to look at each other and go, look, this hell no. Look at the. Nah. We stopped because we stunned. And so the oversaturation of sharing, talking about, and flaunting their magic has made it to where it's no longer subtle and it don't have the same appeal. It don't have that. So I like, because my women, they don't do a whole lot of shit. So when they do throw something else on or something, a lip ring or a motherfucking bracelet or shit on hanging out there, it's like, it's very subtle, but it adds accent to whatever. They know what they doing. I don't know what they be doing, but they know, and that's how I like it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how that's supposed to be. So I'm okay with it. I don't like the over saturation of it. You know what I'm saying? And this is something else as men, we got to realize that we got to talk to our women about these things, because in the community, women are sharing misconceptions. They not doing none of that shit for us. They have far surpassed doing anything to attract us. You got to think about it. Most of us are not attracted to the shit that they doing. And we telling them that. Like, that's not attractive. Like, what the fuck? Like, all right, like, even the shit with the lingerie, well, no, actually not with them. It's like regular clothes. You know what I'm saying? Your ass out, your titties out, you twerking, you in a circle with 10 other chicks, and y'all, hey, 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 hey. And I'm not attracted. It's not attractive. It's sexy. It's sexy, but it's not attractive. What the fuck do you mean? What does that mean? It makes you think about sex. It makes me want to have sex with you. It's like you're putting all of this out. It's like, oh shit, I'll fuck you. But it's not attractive. Like, after I fuck you, like, go away, because I'm sure you're gonna do that with the next person, because that's the reason why you would be in a circle with 10 chicks shaking your ass in front of a whole bunch of motherfuckers you don't know, going, hey, 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 hey. It's like, hey, 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 come here, look, hey, ass, look, fuck me. Okay, cool. But it's not attractive. And this is where the women be talking like, why the fuck y'all da-da-da-da-da? And they so confused because they're not realizing y'all sending off confusing signals. You presented yourself like you wanted to get fucked. You know what I'm saying? As presented yourself that you want to be attractive. Because attractive is like where things is kind of like blocked off to the public, but there's a private sector, and then somebody says, oh, you're invited. Oh, shit. All right, hold on. Let me. You know what I mean? You feel me? So it's a miss, like the social media and the internet and all of these things, and everybody always into technology has stopped us from communicating with one another. And so there is a separation from the elders to the youth. There's a separation from culture to culture. There's a separation from men to women. Isn't it crazy how these devices has connected everybody in the world, but simultaneously has separated everybody individually? I mean, stop me when I'm starting to lie, because I don't mean to, and I don't think I am. Right? It's connected. We know we can get on. You can get on right now, Migo or anything, and connect and see people in any part of the world right now. See what's going on right now in Thailand with the earthquakes, over in Germany with the shit, what's the Russia and the motherfucker, anywhere right now, live and direct. But we are separated individually from everybody. When was the last time you had a deep conversation and learned something intimate about somebody in your circle. That's the type of shit we do at the pad. We sit and we build about real shit with one another and what we going through and how we see things, and we bring those conversations, and that shit is really being lost as an art, as a culture. See? So there's a separation from everybody. You know what I'm saying? And this is where all the anger and the confusion comes from, because the internet just allows you to just throw ideas out. And those ideas, even though they might be supportive to you, are dissing somebody else. So you're still not getting conversation. Now we're just getting more conflict. I get what you said with the glamour magic. It is supposed to be subtle, but wouldn't it be too much? That's what I feel uncomfortable. And I'll be like, what the fuck? Am I in a bad dream? Yeah, it's definitely overused. It's definitely overused. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's my point. As above, so below. It's overused, like the ideas that are projected about men are overused. Okay, so now you're following what I'm saying. So due to the law of correspondence, as above, so below, is showing you that women in society are overdoing shit, period. So with that being said, we don't have to protect ourselves. We don't have to go and speak and defend us. We don't have to. We just have to be real. It's just like, because they're doing too much. And so it'll be revealed where the issues really are. You know what I'm saying? You allow, I forgot that one martial art, but you allow the energy of them, and you just use to, like, you ain't really got to do no offense. You just, they running at you, and you just kind of move out the way and push them while they running. Yep. All right. You know what I'm saying? That type was what I'm saying. No offense, all defense, because the overexertion of offense in itself is going to allow you to be defended by them overexerting their energy. You just got to see their energy and just be like, all right, let me get out the way, right? Well, let me push that out the way. Now let me join in and defend. No. Okay, if you say so. Yeah, on to the next thing. Anyway, the technology separation is symbolic of what they call the quote great separation, who can utilize what's happening symbolically to navigate their life accordingly to their purpose and collective with the collective. Yeah, for sure. And as I said, technology is artificial intelligence, and artificial intelligence will never be any competition for natural ignorance. And I see natural ignorance is the use of entheogens. Put that together if you want. But yeah, so I just wanted to kick it, man, and just give our fellas, you know what I'm saying, words of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? Brothers, fuck all that. Let them have that. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head up. Keep walking right. Keep doing what we doing for our babies, our children, being the fathers we are. Because as we know, like, come on, think about, I don't know about y'all, but I like having conversations with the women I deal with, right? And about their history and their childhood and their family aspects. I don't know if y'all discussing that type of shit, right? But there's been a lot of individuals telling me that they came up thinking their daddy was shit, and then come to find out that wasn't the case at all. You know what I'm saying? Most of the women that I end up in relationships with have good, healthy relationships with their fathers, or at least did. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have these ideologies, and they are the ones who don't join in on this let's bash men type of shit. Think about that. How I'm gonna sit in a circle talking shit about men, and I have a good relationship with my father? Oh, okay. Well, why don't you have a good relationship with your father? And some stories that I've heard, I'm like, wait a minute, that's why. Like, but if that was the case, wouldn't that be because so what? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, you took your mother's side. He ain't shit. You ain't never even got a chance. She kept the nigga away from you. She kept the separation, all this told you about he wasn't, and then, you know what I'm saying, you went with it, and then from that point, you like, fuck him. He trying to, and it'd be like, damn, even me, I had to realize and go back and realize a lot of things weren't the way that I thought they were. And we gotta stay, like, we gotta stay diligent about really being open to hearing both sides of the story if we really want to decide on the relationships with the parents and how things went, because we'll be saying somebody toxic and we stay away from them, Whole time they hurt because a violation occurred. And that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to again, just kick it with the fellas for a minute, man, and just let y'all know, man, we got to just be careful, man. We just got to keep doing our walks, keep being righteous, keep doing what we're supposed to do. Don't worry about that bullshit, and don't join in on them. Don't let your life be led and how you move and operate based off trying to avoid these negative titles that they have. Fuck them. They gonna say something, bro. Let them talk. Do you. Do what's best for you. Women keep telling other women that, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna accept that. And I'm going to do the same. And I invite you brothers to do the same. Do what's best for y'all, man. Do what's best for y'all and your children, period. If that's how they feel, then fuck it. Do what's best for you. Worry about your mental health. Worry about your finances. Worry about your household. Worry about your women. Worry about the people in your cipher. That is what is most important. What's best for you. Yo, I love y'all. And as always, tell somebody you love them in a language they can understand it in. Peace.